So real quick, I want to talk about ranking characters, leveling them up, because this is pretty much the most important part of the game. It is the number one thing you gotta do to be able to get all these level 60s, but once you delve a little bit into the game, you will see that yeah, this is quite expensive. Like, it's gonna take so much. I'm not too sure on the math, but I think it takes like 200, 300 level 2s, like dozens of level 3s, level 4s. Like, it's very, very expensive. Like, in order to be able to get one level 50, to get him to level 60, you are going to need to get 5 level 50s, so takes quite a long time. Now, just real quick before we get into it, if you guys are new to the game or if you recently started playing, this will also help you out a lot because you will get some ranked chickens if you download the game with my link or scan the QR code on the screen. On top of all that, you will get Zergala as soon as you complete the tutorial, which is a pretty good character. You will get Ugo at level 15. As I said, a whole bunch of other things in between, which is like a package worth $60. And also, ideally, if you got a new account, you can also go into the promo codes here. You can type in something like Supreme 6 to get the Supreme Gallic, or you can type in Monkey King to get the Sun Wukong, which is a pretty good character. And also, I urge you to join my clan. We still got a few more spots left. Now, before we get into it, I just want to talk about this, and this is mainly from a free-to-play player perspective, because, of course, you can buy ranks, like, it's a lot easier to do, but I just don't think there is any way around it. Like, it's expensive no matter what way you turn it. Like, most people that play casually, if you're logging in daily, just doing your dailies, putting the thing to work in the background and everything, I think you should be able to get one level 60 every week or so. Like, it's not that crazy, it's not that expensive if you kind of introduce it gradually, but if you really have like 0 characters, yeah, you will see how crazy it is. Now, let me really quickly show you some tips on how you can get faster leveling, and then we'll talk about what you can do for the chickens and how you want to pick characters to level up. So, everyone kind of knows this. Like, if you're starting out the game, just go to the campaign. You don't gotta complete Nightmare. I completed it almost in order to get some of these perks, but just you gotta go through Brutal. Ideally, finish Brutal. This is really all you need. You need the 12th stage, and you need, the 12th level, and you need stage 3 or stage 6. So, this is a little bit of a debate within the community, whether you want to level up on the stage 3 or stage 6. So, stage 3 is kind of the optimal one because it gives you shields, and these shields sell for more, so this is more like a silver farming stage, while stage 6 can give you more experience, but the boots cost less. So this kind of depends, like, it is a bit of a trade-off, but personally I almost always just go with stage 3. Just go here, farm stage 3. I mean, the expenses are pretty much the same, and you always need silver. Like, it doesn't even matter that much of the experience. Silver is always super valuable. Literally everything is super expensive in this game, even to replace the gear, so you will need silver pretty much all the time. Now, as you guys can see, I'm currently leveling bells here, so this is not really related, but real quick, if you guys are starting out, pick Kale. I mean, this is like the most optimal advice even now in April 2025. You want to pick Kale as your starting champion, and you want a farmer. There are other characters out there that are farmers. I mean, you can optimize them, but it doesn't really matter. Like, this guy finishes it anyway in like 30 seconds, 30, 40 seconds. So, ideally, just get Kale, put him to farm, and you can always put the multi-battles, and you can get things done with him. So, here's a few little nuances here. So, ideally, you want to put, like, if you're farming characters as food, you want to put all 3 in there. Some people are saying because, the experience splits equally between them. So if you put 1 here, this is going to get 50%, this is going to get 50%, but it doesn't really matter. Like, the most optimal way is to just get 1 character that is going to wipe everything, and then it doesn't really matter what you put in. I mean, you can just put in a lot of these guys, and they're gonna level up. Now, recently, they have actually introduced super raids. So this is actually amazing because you can get a lot of experience faster. I believe it takes like 6 multi-battles to get 1 level 20 to rank 3, or to level him up so he can be ascended to rank 3. However, an interesting little bit here is, like, these guys usually take 2 turns, and I think they kind of did this on purpose. So if you put these guys here with the super raids, he's gonna go to level 8. And then the next one, you can use the super raids as well to do it, but I think the ideal way would be to do super raids on 1 level and then disable one, so just start with 8. Doesn't really matter all that much, but you're gonna save like 8 energy here anyway, so this is a good way to do it. However, recently they added these super raids, so leveling is actually a lot faster than it previously was. Like, there's just, it's just a better way to go about it. Now, here's the thing. There's a few more things I want to talk about. So, while, leveling is pretty straightforward, you don't even really need a tutorial. Just get these guys, get them to rank 3, get these, rank 2s to rank 4, to 3, to 4, to 5, so it kind of takes a while. Ideally, like, I'm always kind of building some characters. I do need some characters for faction wars and whatnot, so I usually just get one character to push for food. As you can see, like previously, I got Bells that I'm currently leveling up because I really want to use this guy. I just rank him up to rank 6. And yeah, I've got him, and I'm always kind of building food. Like, you always, every single day you want to rank food. Like, if you guys are going to get multi-battles, you're going to get some free energy. So just go into the multi-battles and just have some food, always leveling up. You always got to have something going on. Now, an interesting thing I want to talk about real quick. So this kind of depends on where you are at currently in the game, how many characters you have. If you recently started, ideally you want to save as much as you can. However, an interesting thing that I found is that really you can use a lot of these rare characters as food. Now, you might be thinking, rares, oh no, like I need them, but there are some really garbage rares in this game that are barely useful. I mean, I've had some characters, for example, like these ogre and tribe guys, where I literally had no ogres, so I just had to use these guys to get the faction wars, and then as soon as I got them, I managed to use them as rank 5 food. So some of these guys are absolutely atrocious. I mean, this isn't uncommon, but there are some characters, like for example, like these guys, I pretty much, you get these from drops, so I always use them as food, as well as like that one guy that you all know who I'm talking about. I don't even gotta mention him, you get him from the drop, so this is usually food. However, a quick tip is, if you got a character, and you're probably gonna get a lot of, ways to get rares and whatnot, just go into Google, ayumilove.net or Hellhates, and just look at what they are. If these guys have like rating like 1.5 out of 5, just don't even bother with them. Like, don't put anything in them, don't invest them. The only time I would say that you should use some of these characters is if you literally have no one else for faction wars, because you need as many characters as you can for faction wars. And if you're new to the game, it will take a little bit of time to get your faction wars teams, and then you can always kind of upgrade them eventually, and then just switch out these guys for food. However, if you're planning to use these guys as like temporary placeholders for your faction wars, don't invest too much into them if you're gonna use them as food later on. Now, real quick, and I've already spent this, so I literally don't have anything, I believe, right now. Yeah, I don't have any single chicken, but this thing here, if you're not familiar with it, is a really, really, really big deal. So these chickens can really help you out a lot. There is this feast, which can level up your character to full level. However, this chicken here can be very useful. Now, there are different ways you can get them. So I believe you can get some from the clan shop. So if you guys join my clan or whatever clan, you're going to get them. So for example, as you can see here, I got almost 700, so I can buy like 6 of these rank 2 chickens, which is not an amazing trade-off. I mean, I already have other resources, but if you need some, this is a good way to go about it. Actually, I can get 5 because there's a limit. You can also go into the bazaar, I believe, here. Let me just look at it real quick. I believe you can also go into the bazaar. You can get the rank 3 chickens. I haven't actually bought chickens from this. I always go for energy or shards or something else, but I haven't bought chickens yet. However, you can get chickens as well, buying them, just doing PvP and just doing clan wars, so this is a faster way to level up. And also, there are events always going on, and they pretty much always drop some sort of a chicken. Like, as you can see here, this is a rank 4 chicken, so if this is a gear enhancement event, if you're gonna enhance gear anyway, just focus to get some of these chickens, like they're always gonna drop. And also, there are clan wars. Clan wars are a great source of chickens. I mean, you're gonna get a lot of food from doing clan wars. As I said, being in a clan is really a crucial part of this game, so if you join a clan, you can really do it. However, the quickest tip right now is free to play is just always have some food leveling up. Use your energy that you have saved up, use the multi-battles, always have someone leveling up. Also, you can upgrade this Guardian Ring, so you'll have some characters leveling up, but I mainly level up characters I plan to use here. However, for the food, just go 12. So you go to Brutal Campaign, you go to 12, you go to 3. You can also go to 6 if you don't care too much about the silver, and just have it level up. You can sometimes enable, disable super raids, have them going on, gather the chickens that you can get, and over time you will be able to do it. But just if you're free to play, always think a little bit about like what character you're gonna get to level rank 6, because it's super expensive. As I said, ideally, I mean, if you're playing decently, like casually decently, you should be able to eventually, like if you establish yourself, you should be able to get like one every week or two. Like that's a pretty good timeline. However, really pick characters you want, like characters that are used for like the Geomancer here or Tribune Heraclides. Don't upgrade to rank 6. Like for example, like this is not a character that you want at rank 6. I got him because this is one of the first ones I had. I got a few characters here that I'm kind of, you know, deciding which ones I want to go for. It kind of depends where you're at in the game, if you need some certain support, if you need faction wars teams or whatnot. So ideally, that really is all. Now, if you guys are new to the game or if you recently started playing, you can also get more ranked chickens by downloading the game with my link or scanning the QR code on the screen. You'll get like a package for $60. Then as soon as you complete tutorial, you will get Zergala. After that, at level 15, you will get Ugo. And then you can go into the promo codes as a new player. You can type in Monkey King to get the Sun Wukong. Or, if you don't really care about Sun Wukong, you can type in Supreme 6 to get the Supreme Gallic, which is a pretty good character as well. And also, join my clan, the Arena Syndicate TS4A. So, thanks for watching this video, and see you in the next one.